It's a new year. Many people are talking about
First show of the new year.
First show of the new year, talking about remodeling and a lot of great things that are happening in your homes. And we're so honored to be able to head over to the Woodharbor kitchen almost every single day of the Great Day Morning Show program. And we're going to do that right now because Jason Parkin, you have a couple of special guests.
Yeah, Cheryl and Greg Argenbright are here. You've met them before on the program. They're from Woodharbor Kitchen and Bath. And I think today we're going to talk mainly about a kitchen and some of the new design trends.
Right, some of the things that we're seeing, just lots of fun things out there. And I might mention before we even get started that the kitchen bath show is coming up in a couple of weeks, and we're heading there. So hopefully we'll pick up a lot of new things. But
that's a national convention?
That's a national show, yep.
Gotcha.
And so today we're going to talk about, though, two-tone kitchens, new stainless products, how tile is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, drawers, and lots of other things.
So when you say two-tone kitchens, you're
Yes.
talking about mixing different kinds of wood, different kinds of paint?
Both.
Both.
So for a number of years we've been mixing where we'll do the island in one color, the perimeter of the kitchen in another color. Now we're seeing the base cabinets in the kitchen maybe a wood tone, and then the wall cabinets maybe a paint or a different wood tone or two different paint colors, but just a little bit of something to kind of just to spice that kitchen up a little bit.
Just to make it look a little different and new. And you know, this, we were talking before the segment, this is the time of year when people are stuck inside more, so they tend to focus more on those things, on cabinets and paint, and maybe doing some projects this time of year.
Right. Or they've come through the holidays and realized, this space just doesn't work anymore. We need to do something.
Right. We need to be able to entertain a little bit better.
Right. So you're just kind of seeing some shots there of some great different two-toned kitchens.
I guess I'm surprised to see on your list you mentioned appliances that maybe other than stainless.
Other than stainless. You know, stainless is great, but there's still the cleaning issue, the fingerprints, all those things that sometimes people just are kind of afraid of. So,
got some black there.
Yep. And so some black, it's called black ice. It's actually a glass finish.
Okay.
And then there's a new finish out called black stainless, which is kind of pretty too. It's still that stainless, but a little darker color.
Okay.
Another company has come out with a finish that's actually a painted finish, but called graphite. So that's kind of a fun finish too. Doesn't fingerprint quite so badly as others.
And people with little kids like us would know that. Next on the list, tile. You know, it kind of began when we started looking at homes back about a decade ago. It was kind of standard, kind of 12, maybe 16-inch tile, and now it's getting bigger. It's
getting bigger. You know, we've seen the 18 by 18s, 24 by 24s. The latest thing, as you're seeing in that photo right there, is almost 3 feet wide by 10 feet tall. It's getting thinner, so in being able to handle it better because it's thinner, but less grout lines, being able to use it on the walls like you're seeing there, even some different colors mixed up. So.
And what, Greg, what does the bigger tile do for you, just having that in a room?
You know, from a design standpoint, just less grout lines, so less interruptions, more of the product, more of the tile. There was a time, Jason, when I hesitated to put tile on floors and tile on shower walls because of problems associated with cracked grout, etc. But the products today, the substrates, the products used to install tile just make it a wonderful alternative. We don't have cracked grout anymore because of better substrates. We don't get stained so easily in grout because of better grout. So it's a wonderful product today. Seeing the new bigger tile you see on the camera right now, wood grain tile.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just lots of beautiful alternatives. We heartily approve using tile in remodeling projects today.
So you talked a little bit about cabinet and colors and paint and woods. What about drawers?
You know, I always talk about the way cabinets have evolved from doors that opened and you had drawers behind them to pull-out drawers behind them. Well, now we just kind of cut that step out and you just pull out a drawer. And it's ease of access, all different accessories that you can put in those drawers, again, just to create an ease of access and just make a kitchen that much more usable.
And the last section here is something my wife is talking a lot about, in white kitchens, kind of spicing them up with white.
White kitchens are so, traditionally just have been around forever, and we still love them. But some people can get a little afraid of them because they're like, are they too stark? Are they just, too cold looking? Well, spice it up some. Wall color, you can spice it up with your countertop, with your backsplash tile, hardware even. Just really adds that touch to the kitchen. Some of my clients have even, in accessories, you'll see a picture of some glass cabinets up against the ceiling where beautiful bright colored accessories in those cabinets that really spice it up some and add interest to the kitchen.
I guess to me it makes it look bigger.
It does. It
Maybe
does.
a little brighter, more inviting.
Right.
You know, we've probably got people watching, given the time of year, that are maybe thinking about. Well, certainly we've talked about upgrading, but maybe getting moving and getting into a new house, a new home as we get into the spring, and people kind of get that itch more. If you're looking at moving and you want to be able to sell that house and get some good money for it, what are some things you would suggest to people to maybe upgrade and what to do?
Kitchens are big, kitchens and bathrooms. You know, I think when you're looking at buying a home, that's one of the first things you look at because it's a little higher dollar repair or replace if you have to do that. So, you know, you can, if your cabinets are still in great shape but just need an update, you can change countertops, change hardware, do a backsplash, and that can make a big difference in an existing kitchen.
Well, and you can also paint kitchen cabinetry.
Right.
Again, thinking about things from the install side, it used to be I hesitated to paint, especially stained and lacquered finished cabinets, because it was hard to get paint to bond.
Right.
Today there are products that will break down that lacquer finish and enable a terrific bond of paint to the cabinetry. So that makes for a good alternative as well.
And maybe there are people at home that are thinking, look, I'm too scared to do this stuff myself, because there's a lot of things to think of. Cabinets, countertops, and tile, and tying everything together. You guys can help.
We can.
And how can they get a hold of you?
You know, our phone number is 515-278-1531. WoodharborDesMoines.com is our website. We'd love to have you stop by our showroom, 3904 Northwest Urbandale Drive in Urbandale.
And if you're not familiar with that area, there's a Jimmy John's there, Taco John's there, Beer Crazy is
Beer
there.
Crazy,
Yeah,
yes.
you've got all kinds of fun stuff
That's
out
right.
there. So make a little trip of it to the area.
Yes.
Greg and Cheryl, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year
Having us.
to you
Happy New
both.
Yes.
And I hope it's a good one.